Hello and welcome to State Draft. I'm Mansi Fadke, Deputy Editor with The Print. In this episode of State Draft, I'm going to talk about one constituency from Maharashtra, the results of which have always been a foregone conclusion. But this time, the fight is tough. This is Baramati from the Pune district, which has been the bastion of the Pawar family and where the Nationalist Congress Party has always dominated. But this time, the situation is peculiar because there are two NCPs and two members of the Pawar family fighting it out for this Lok Sabha election. Earlier this month, I spent a few days going around the constituency of Baramati, spending time in its villages, talking to people, and also going around with campaigners from both sides. And in this episode, I'm going to try my best to make sense of what I saw. In a bare hall of the Zogavdi village in the Baramati taluka of Pune district, about 15 to 20 men were sitting around in a circle. There were exactly three women in the room, and all eyes were on one of them. Sitting on the floor in a pale pink sari with a zari border was Sharmila Pawar, who is the wife of Ajit Pawar's brother, Srinivas Pawar. Sharmila Pawar was there campaigning for her sister-in-law, Supriya Sue, who is Sharad Pawar's daughter. While talking to the people of Zogavdi, she told them the story of the Singhania family of the Raymond Group. She spoke about how Vijaypad Singhania gave control of his business to his son in good faith, and in return, the son kicked him out. She further said in a matter of fact tone, sons should build their own fortunes, keep what belongs to the father with the father. Ordinarily, the villagers of Zogavdi, struggling with their own problems with water woes and the related agrarian crises that come with it, could not have cared less about the intra-family politics of a plush Mumbai-based fabrics conglomerate. However, the father-son feud struck a chord. It was, after all, just a metaphor for a similar legacy battle playing out much closer to home. This one between an uncle and nephew, whose relationship has often been described as an almost father and an almost son, Sharad Pawar and Ajit Pawar. Baramati, which is the traditional bastion of the Nationalist Congress Party and the Pawar family in Maharashtra politics, is witnessing a first of its kind clash that has thrown a spanner in the works within the party cadre and divided the voters as well as members of the Pawar family. Two NCPs, as I said, are contesting against each other. One is led by Baramati MLA Ajit Pawar, who the Election Commission and the Maharashtra Speaker have recognized as the real NCP and have allotted to it the NCP's original symbol, which is the clock. The second is the faction led by Sharad Pawar, who had founded the undivided Nationalist Congress Party in 1999. The Ajit Pawar-led NCP, which is in an alliance with the Bharatiya Janata Party, the Eknath Shinde-led Shiv Sena, has fielded the Ajit Pawar's wife, Sunetra Pawar, from the Baramati Lok Sabha seat. Sunetra, a social worker, is a debutante to politics. The Sharad Chandra Pawar faction, as the NCP under Sharad Pawar is officially known now, is in an alliance with the Uddhav Thackeray-led Shiv Sena and the Congress, and has fielded incumbent MP Sharad Pawar's daughter Supriya Sue, who is seeking a fourth term from the parliamentary constituency. This political feud has one family member pitted against the other. On paper, the battle lines are clearly drawn between Sunetra Pawar, popularly known as Vahini across Baramati, and Supriya Sue, popularly known as Supriya Tai across Baramati. However, on the ground, the lines are blurred and the contest brings its own nuances for the campaigners as well as for the electorate. There are some core issues in Baramati, such as the lack of sufficient drinking water in several villages across the Baramati taluka, or even the lack of cellular phone network in certain villages of parts of the constituency. But all of these have taken a backseat in the political rhetoric. Sanjay Bhosle, the former Sarpanch of Zogavdi, who I spoke to while I was there, said it is not about Vahini or Tai or what they promise. It is about Dada, which is Ajit Pawar, and Sahib, which is Sharad Pawar. Ajit Dada, he says, has done a lot for Baramati, but how can we disrespect Sahib? That was the sentiment. The Ajit Pawar-led NCP's campaign is about talking up the leaders' work in Baramati, explaining to people how it is helpful to be on the same side as the party which has formed a government in the centre to ensure development, and how the old must go to make a place for the new. Besides Supriya Sue's work as an MP for 15 years, the campaign for NCP Sharad Chandra Pawar is based on a sentimental appeal about how the 83-year-old patriarch of not just the Pawar family but also of Baramati, was wronged by one of his very own. Additionally, this faction also has the burden of popularizing a new symbol altogether, which is the tutari, a traditional wind instrument, with the NCP's clock symbol now with the Ajit Pawar faction. The confusion is apparent at multiple fronts. When I was at Baramati's Big One Chowk, in the office of the Ajit Pawar led NCP, an old woman walked inside the office and asked for somebody from Supriya Sure's team. A Karyakarta patiently explained to her that this is the office of the Ajit Pawar led NCP and she'll find the other NCP's office a few meters away. He also added with a smile saying, "Don't worry, it's an honest mistake and it happens." At the office of the NCP Sharad Chandra Pawar faction, which was a short walk away, one Karyakarta was going through a campaign itinerary and speaking to another Karyakarta, he spoke, here's Vahini's campaign, and then he had to explain himself saying, Vahini meaning not Sunetra Vahini, Ajit Pawar's Vahini, Sharmila Vahini, who is actually on our side. So this is how the confusion is apparent on multiple fronts. As per this Vahini, Sharmila Vahini's campaign schedule, she was deep inside rural Baramati, going from village to village, holding meetings similar to the ones that she had held in the Zogaudi village. Sharmila, while speaking to me over a quick lunch, said, "We were urging Ajit Dada to not put up a candidate from the family. Had he fielded anyone else, we wouldn't have campaigned against him. We would have just stayed away from campaigning. But we were forced to pick sides within the family, and a defeat of Supriya will mean a defeat of Sahib. And that is something that we cannot bear." She says that she and her husband, Srinivas Pawar, were present when Ajit Pawar had decided to take oath with the BJP and form a government with Devendra Fadnavis as Chief Minister in 2019. At that time, Srinivas Pawar and his wife Sharmila Pawar had wholeheartedly supported Ajit Pawar, saying that he must have had his own reasons. She explaining that, she said to me, "We decided to support him because at the time, because he is our elder brother, he must have had his reasons. Even today, he must have his reasons. I don't want to get into the politics of it, but what we can't bear is that now it is a campaign by the Mahayuti to dislodge Sahib from Baramati." Like Yugendra, another grand nephew of Sharad Pawar, Karzat Jamkhed MLA Rohit Pawar, and his parents Rajendra and Sunanda Pawar are also campaigning on the side of Supriya Sure. The only members of the Pawar family visibly campaigning for Ajit Pawar, other than Ajit Pawar himself and his wife Sunetra, are his two sons, Parth Pawar and Jay Pawar. Parth Pawar, if you all remember, had unsuccessfully contested the 2019 Lok Sabha election from the Mawar parliamentary constituency and had even become the first Pawar in history to ever lose an election. Sunetra Pawar told me that her sons Parth and Jay were helping in her campaign by handling all the backroom management. Here's a glimpse of what she said when I spoke to her.
नो जय तो अभी मिस कर रहा है मेरा कैंपेनिंग, वो रैलीज कर रहा है, सबको मिल रहा है। पार्थ बिकॉज दादा भी अभी पूरे महाराष्ट्र की जिम्मेदारी निभा रहे हैं, तो वो भी बहुत बिजी है और मैं तो अभी फील्ड में हूँ, तो किसी न किसी को तो बैक स्टेज संभालना चाहिए, तो पार्थ इज डूइंग दैट। यस,
Ajit Pawar in his rallies and meetings across Baramati has been stressing on the fact that his wife Sunetra is as much a Pawar as any of them. In fact, in one of the addresses to party workers in Baramati in April, he urged them to vote for a Pawar in the Pawar versus Sure battle. He said that you elected the son, referring to himself, in 1991. After which you elected the father, which is Sharad Pawar, then the daughter, that is Supriya Sure, and now you can elect the daughter-in-law so that everybody in the family is happy. Ajit Pawar, just to give a little bit of a background, when he was referring to himself in 1991, Ajit Pawar had started his political career as a Lok Sabha MP by contesting and winning the 1991 parliamentary election. However, he had resigned the same year to make way for his uncle Sharad Pawar to become the Lok Sabha MP from Baramati by contesting a by-poll. Now, since then, barring a 2-year period between 1994 and 1996, the Pawar family has always represented the Baramati constituency in the parliament. On their part, both Sunetra Pawar and Supriya Sure insist that the political slugfest has not hampered family relations. They deflect any questions about each other with basic perfunctory responses. Here's what Supriya Sue said. And has that impacted family relations as well?
Not at all. I think not from my side, because you get older and you're supposed to get wiser.
Moreover, besides some initial criticism when Supriya Sue took an indirect dig at Sunetra Pawar in a rally, telling people that she doesn't send her husband to ask for votes for her, the Pawar daughter and daughter-in-law have refrained from criticizing each other directly. NCP workers who have aligned themselves with Ajit Pawar like to talk about how the Pawar family has wronged and isolated their leader, Ajit Pawar. A very senior party worker who is also close to Supriya Sue but has aligned himself with Ajit Pawar while conversing with me said that Ajit Pawar had told all booth committee members in several meetings that his extended family has deserted him and that we are his family, his strength in this election. What Ajit Pawar supporters also like to highlight is that all former and current office bearers across Baramati, whether it is for the Zilla Parishad, the sugar mills, the cooperative banks, and so on, have shown their allegiance to Ajit Pawar and are campaigning for the Ajit Pawar faction. Neither voters nor cadre from the rival faction want to dispute this. Even within the undivided NCP, Ajit Pawar was the de facto head of Baramati, earning the support of people as well as the party cadre with his constant field visits to Baramati and focus on the taluka's development. Now, there are two perspectives to how this fact is being put forward. NCP workers supporting Sue's campaign say that Ajit Pawar was Sharad Pawar's trusted lieutenant. The narrative of Sue's campaigners around Baramati is that Pawar Sahib and Supriya Tai put their faith in Ajit Pawar, letting him take care of the Baramati Taluka and not interfering in his work at all. This made Ajit Pawar a more popular face here, but they didn't mind. But then there came a day when Ajit Pawar turned around and expressed a desire to politically evict their Sahib and Tai from Baramati. This is also what Sharmila Pawar was trying to get at with her whole Vijaypat Singhania and the Raymond group story in Zogawdi. Now, in 2015, Vijaypat Singhania had given his 37% stake, entire 37% stake in Raymond to his younger son, Gautam Singhania. 2 years later, the father accused his son of driving him out of the family residence. Then again in November last year, in an interview with Business Today, Vijaypat had said that he made a stupid mistake of giving everything to his son, alleging that Gautam had ousted him from all aspects of the company. The second perspective, this one put forward by supporters of Ajit Pawar, is that by toiling hard, their Dada ensured that the Baramati bastion remained within the family turf, which allowed Sharad Pawar to focus on larger political strategy for across Maharashtra and the nation, and that allowed Supriya Sue to focus on her career in the parliament and win several accolades as a parliamentarian. In Baramati, the functionaries and cadre supporting Ajit Pawar are campaigning on this accessibility of the leader and his development work in the taluka. At Parshi, which is another village not far from the Zogawdi village in Baramati Taluka, a battery of former and incumbent functionaries of the NCP were addressing a group of about 30 odd villagers who were sitting in a courtyard outside a small temple in the village. One of them stood up with a sheaf of loose papers in his hands and started reading out rupees 20 lakh, an open gym, rupees 7 lakh, a road from Morgaon to Parshi, rupees 70 lakh, and so on and so forth. This itemized list pertained to works and funds sanctioned for the Parshi village in the last 5 years. Now, in a booming voice, this Karyakarta further said, "We are just 1700 voters, but the village got rupees 58 crore in funds over the past 5 years. It is all because of Ajit Dada and the stance he has taken now." The stance that he was referring to was of splitting from the Sharad Pawar-led faction and joining hands with the BJP and the Shinde-led Shiv Sena. Then Vishwas Devkate, who is the former Pune Jilla Parishad chairman, who was apparently handpicked for the post by Ajit Pawar, stood up and vouched for how their Dada can fulfill Karyakarta's dreams and how a simple Karyakarta like him rose up the ranks to become one day the chairman of a Zilla Parishad. He also went on to introduce the other functionaries seated on the dais, one on the board of a cooperative bank, another a former head of a sugar factory, and so on and so forth. Both sides have worked out their political arithmetic to clinch the Baramati Lok Sabha constituency, which comprises 6 assembly segments. Of these 6, 2, which is Daund and Khadakwasla, are held by the BJP. 2, Bhor and Purandar, are held by the Congress, and 2 more, Baramati and Indapur, by the Ajit Pawar-led NCP. A vast majority of Supriya Sule's victory margin of 1.55 lakh votes in 2019, however, came from Baramati itself. And it is these votes that both the sides are keenly eyeing. Meanwhile, the voters are in a state of confusion. Some say that they believe in Ajit Pawar but don't want to be instrumental in Sharad Pawar's defeat. Some say that they will go with the uncle for the Lok Sabha election, but when it comes to the assembly elections, they will definitely side with the nephew, with their Ajit Dada. Most voters want to keep their cards to themselves, even when campaigners from both sides urge them to openly declare their loyalties. Kamal Rao Patil from the Zogaudi village, while speaking to me, said that earlier, under the undivided NCP, it was so simple. Even if our entire village did not turn up to cast our vote, Ajit Dada and Supriya Tai would be confident of a smooth victory. However, this time, every vote will count. That's all I have for you for now. Baramati votes in the third phase of Lok Sabha elections on 7th May. Keep watching State Draft for more political analyses from across Maharashtra, where we will also try and give a glimpse of our experiences from our travels across the state.